obsessed by memories of the past, and most of those are negative, so anxiety provoking most often, then there's a lot of you that's stuck in the past. And what that means is you didn't map the territory well enough, and the parts of your brain that are alarm systems, anxiety systems, are saying, no, there's holes in the way you're looking at the world. And you fell in them once, and you don't know where they are, and you don't know how to fill them, and you don't know how to walk around them, and so you can't forget them. So you have recurring nightmares, for example, or in any case, if you have memories like that, you're stuck back there. Your body is still reacting as if there's an emergency that could happen again that you haven't fixed. And it doesn't matter if it was your fault. That's irrelevant, because the alarm system doesn't care. Then you have to do something about it, or you will be tortured by those memories forever. And so maybe you need to go back there and clean things up. You don't want to be put in the same vulnerable position again. So anything you can do to strengthen yourself is good.
But there's a hell of a lot more to you than you think. Like, way more. Enough to cope with the trouble of the world inside you. There's enough to cope with the trouble of the world. And if you had enough courage, you could let that out. Enough courage. First thing I would say is, well, you should be afraid of taking risks and pursuing something meaningful. But you should be more afraid of staying where you are if it's making you miserable. The first thing you want to do is dispense with the idea that you get to have permanent security outside of your ability to contend and adapt. It's the same issue with children. You're paying a price by sitting there being miserable. You might say, well, the devil I know is better than the one I don't. Don't be so sure of that. The clock is ticking. If you're miserable in your job now and you change nothing, in 5 years you'll be much more miserable and you'll be a lot older.
I want to hear shit from you talking about you being broke. If you're not working in 60 hours minimum a week that you're getting paid for, turn off YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and get your ass out there. Go down there and work at McDonald's, Circle K, get you a job. I don't care about your pride. You can't be proud and broke at the same time. Go work, and work. And then you take that money you make from your part-time job, invest some of it, invest most, and take half of it, invest it to your future. The other 50%, the other percentage, take some, have some fun, go buy your belt, then invest it in self-improvement. Get you a high-income skill. Get you something that's going to give you high-value skills that you can market on, that you can leverage on the marketplace. Whether you're working in corporate America or whether you're going to be doing your own entrepreneurial thing in the future.
We live in a very, very hateful world. And I think love comes from a position of strength. I think you always have to be a strong person to love. I think you have to be an intelligent person to love, which is why stupid people are so hateful. And you have to work on yourself. And I think you have to become strong in your body and mind to love things. It's not easy to love things and people when they do you wrong. It's not easy to love a woman again after your last one did whatever. It's not easy to do it. You have to be a strong individual. And that's why I think love comes from strength, which is why I always say strength is so important mentally and physically. I say that all the time. It's all I talk about. And before you give love to anybody else, you have to truly love yourself. And I think the easiest way to love yourself as a man is to be proud of yourself. And to be proud of yourself, you have to decide who you want to be inside of the metaverse, inside of the matrix. You have to decide the character you want to be and try your best to achieve it.
Why do you think people struggle with being proud of themselves?
I think because they know they're failing. I think that most people failing in life know very well they're failing. And it doesn't matter what avatar you decide to absorb or who you decide to be. You can decide to be it, and you know true in your heart if you're giving 100% of your energy towards becoming it or not. It doesn't matter if you want to become a famous musician. Doesn't matter if you want to become a bodybuilder. Doesn't matter if you want to become a pro fighter. Doesn't matter what you want to be. You know in your heart if you're actually trying or not. You have to decide what you want to be and try and become it. And a lot of the people who are genuinely unhappy or miserable in their hearts.
The most important things in life. First thing is health. You don't have shit if you're dead. It doesn't matter how rich you are. It doesn't matter how much you love your friends. It doesn't matter how nice your girlfriend is. If you're about to die, or you're sitting in bed and you're fat and you're diabetic. Health is the most important thing. Second thing is the health and respect of people you love, friends and family. But most people actually have these. Maybe not health because they don't look after themselves. But most people, if you're watching this, you're probably relatively healthy. You probably have friends and family around you. The third most important thing is money. And it's money because money can buy you everything except for the top two things. What can money not buy you besides prolong your life forever? Even though it can help with health, it can't keep you alive forever. And genuine respect from friends or someone you love. Money is everything else. That's everything else is money. If you're not obsessed with money, then you're not obsessed with freedom. That's what money is. Money buys you freedom.
Yeah, that's true. So live like that. Live like you could die tomorrow. You know, go for it. If I see something, I see an opportunity, I'm going to go for it. We're all going to die one day. Yeah, that's true. So live like that. Live like you could die tomorrow. You know, go for it. If I see something, I see an opportunity, I'm going to go for it. We're all going to die one day. Yeah, that's true. So live like that. Live like you could die tomorrow. You know, go for it. If I see something, I see an opportunity, I'm going to go for it. We're all going to die one day. Yeah, that's true. So live like that. Live like you could die tomorrow. You know, go for it. If I see something, I see an opportunity, I'm going to go for it. We're all gonna die one day. Yeah, that's true. So we live like that. Live like you could die tomorrow. You know, go for it. If I see something, I see an opportunity, I'm gonna go for it.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this: never, ever give up. There'll be times in your life you'll want to quit, you'll want to go home. Just never quit. I've seen so many brilliant people. They gave up in life. They were totally brilliant. They were top of their class. They were the best students. They were the best of everything. They gave up. I've seen others who really didn't have that talent or that ability, and they're among the most successful people today in the world because they never quit and they never gave up. So just remember that. Never stop fighting for what you believe in and for the people who care about you.
Whether it's true or not, that's the most important part of this sentence. Whether it is true or not, the concept of spending energy blaming others or systems or the world for anything that's making you unhappy is you're not going to know. So choose, live, and then if it works out, great. And if it doesn't, adjust. Everybody thinks they can have the perfect decision. There is no perfect decision. There's just life.
Thank you so much, Gary. I love you.
I love you. Watching this and you have a dream and you want to be successful, if you're doing anything outside the ordinary, people are going to hate on you, and there's going to be critics in every single corner wanting to see you fall. It's a part of life. Don't pay them any attention. And by the way, they're only making you more popular. So I love the critics. Thank you. You guys motivate me. Whoever you are out there watching this and you have a dream and you want to be successful, if you're doing anything outside the ordinary, people are going to hate on you, and there's going to be critics in every single corner wanting to see you fall. It's a part of life. Don't pay them any attention. And by the way, they're only making you more popular. So I love the critics. Thank you. You guys motivate me. Whoever you are out there watching this and you have a dream,
I'm obsessed with this. I go so hard every single day. Nothing can get in my way, no distractions. And if you're watching at home, it doesn't matter if you have talent, it doesn't matter if you have anything. You just gotta work your ass off and you can accomplish your dreams, and this should just go to prove that. Because I met this kid when I was 13 years old, so if you're 13 years old watching this, go fucking get it. And don't let anyone tell you you can't do something. I'm obsessed with this. I go so hard every single day. Nothing can get in my way, no distractions. And if you're watching at home, it doesn't matter if you have talent, it doesn't matter if you have anything. You just gotta work your ass off and you can accomplish your dreams, and this should just go to prove that.